Hey everybody, Mark Davis in the moments following our October 19th, 2015 talk show. And as we get deeper into a political season and ever closer to the all-important year of 2016 politically, the question arises, what's the toughest battle ahead for conservatives? And you might think that it's liberals. You'd be wrong. Oh, that'll come. The time for that will come. It's called the general election. But the most serious battle for actual conservatives, and definitions of that vary, but I'll give you mine here in a moment. The most serious battle involves something that's kind of an internecine squabble deep in the Republican Party. It's an opportunity to take a look out along the entire full spectrum of candidates, and I don't just mean Jeb Bush and all the way to Ben Carson or Rubio and where Trump fits in all that, and where Fiorina fits. The presidential race is, of course, a microcosm of all of that. But even if you take a look at the speaker's race, if Paul Ryan runs or doesn't run, there are going to be a lot of folks out there saying, what kind of leadership do we need? And there's going to be a common and very unfortunate thread that wraps its way through all of that. And that is going to be, call them what you will, labels sometimes fail, but sometimes they mightily succeed. Whether it's the establishment or the donor class or the consultant class, whatever part of the go along to get along comfort zone Republican crowd you want to talk about, they are going to say some vicious things about those of us who are actually conservative. When I say those of us, it's not about me. It's not about any voter in particular. It is, although it ultimately, when they insult them, they are insulting you. When people insult Ted Cruz as being crazy and reckless, they're insulting you for having bold conservatism. When a columnist like David Brooks writes that incompetence caucus in the GOP column that he wrote in the New York Times a few days ago, that is a direct insult of you if you believe that there is an urgent and pressing need for change that moves along a little faster than the sleepy pace of the last few years. Because for Republicans right now, ask Republicans, ask conservatives, what are you the most angry at? Who are you the most upset with? Is it Obama? Is it Democrats? Is it liberals? Sure, that's kind of a default setting. But right now, what's driving the Trump phenomenon, what's driving the Cruz phenomenon, the Dr. Carson phenomenon, is that Republicans and conservatives, the conservative end of the Republican Party, have had it up to our eyeballs with the way things have been seemingly forever. The John Boehner, Mitch McConnell, Kevin McCarthy, that would have been Boehner 2.0. That style of leadership, it's just not enough. We have a president who is not remotely interested in compromising with us on his agenda. We need to put people on the field of battle who are similarly interested in moving the ball downfield in the direction that we want to go. Does it mean that you never compromise? No. Does it mean that you sometimes take incremental progress? Sure you do. But show me that progress. Show me some level of progress. That's what the Republican voters, the conservative Republican voters of 2015, soon to be 2016, want. And that's going to freak some people out. It's going to freak out moderates. It's going to freak out the donor class. It's going to freak out the consultant class. It's going to freak out the intelligentsia, the media, the people who usually think that they get to pick our favorites because they have had control wrestled away from them. And that's never pretty when it happens to somebody. Here's something that's always lovely, our chance to talk about things together. Thanks for joining us on the Mark Davis Show here on 660 AM The Answer.